We're obviously thrilled to see not only does our organization and our tournament bring people together, but it brings couples together, it brings teammates together, it brings the community together.
There have been some great connections that have been formed over the years, and we've actually had a love story in the organization where two players met.
I put together a team to go to Calgary for the Western Cup, Team Seattle, and Dean and Chris both signed up.
The Calgary Inclusive Hockey Association's Western Cup hockey tournament last April. The Seattle Pride Hockey Association brought a team there. We met and just really bonded and clicked.
To meet somebody that shares the love of hockey, plays hockey, it was beyond my wildest dreams.
I did not ever think that hockey would ever get to this point where it would be inclusive and I'd actually feel comfortable being myself playing this sport. So I'm just so thankful that I was able to meet this one.
A year later, Chris proposed as a surprise. It was wonderful to see.
Dragged him out to center ice. I was like, come here, Dean, come here. And then it got down, and all the organizers, they told everyone to have a huge crowd there to watch it, and then just got down on one knee, asked him, thankful he said yes, and then just to hear like all the sticks tapping, everyone cheering afterwards, it was just such a surreal experience, and I was just like, and my mom was able to be there too to watch too. There was a big group hug at center ice in the locker room with my mom and everyone, and it was just, I can think of no better group to to share that moment with.
It was really special. I remember we do the handshake, and I look over and I see him scurries off the ice really fast and goes to like a little like personal bag, and I just kind of think in the back of my mind like, oh, it's Otto Noriega there, but whatever. I wanted to get a picture for Instagram. So it's like, babe, come here, like the photographer, like let's get a picture, like grab the photographer. And that's probably when I should have known something was up, because the photographer is like right in front of me already, and it's like, oh my gosh. So we, take a couple pictures with the photographer right there, and he starts like tugging on my pants, and it's like, come here. I'm like, what on earth are we, like, what are we doing? And he's like, like pulling me out. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I thought we were gonna like kiss in center ice, which would be cool enough, right? Like in front of people, which. Okay, that's cool, and it's a little outside his personality. He's a little more reserved. So I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. Look at him. And I start to like kind of feel like, oh, he's like a little nervous or something. And he like gets down on his knees and is like hold his hand out. It's like shaking, He says a couple things and quotes one of our favorite songs that we always talk about, and then finally asks, will you marry me? And I made sure, yes, man, I love you, absolutely yes. And then we get up, kiss and hug, and he's still nervous. He like almost fell down. Like I had to like hold him up from falling down. So it was a really sweet moment. I cannot believe it. It's so like outside of something he would normally do, but he did it.
I never thought loved ones finding each other by way of the tournament. Couldn't have dreamt any of this to turn into what it has. It's those little moments or those stories that I find the most meaningful.
Crazy about you, babe.